So in this video I'm going to be going through the unboxing of the Retro Games The Spectrum, which is a new edition, just come out. Today's release date, so I didn't think I'd get it for release date, but it came just in time. Thank you very much, Currys. So we're going to unbox and we're just going to learn a few things, what it comes with, what it doesn't come with, and some of the features. So first of all, it's a good looking box. It's like a reincarnation of the original Spectrum. Feature wise, it says that it emulates the ZX Spectrum 1648 128 plus 2 and plus 2A. On there you can save and resume games, rewind up to 40 seconds of gameplay, multiple display options, and also a little CRT filter, so you can change the image on it so it looks like it's being played on an old CRT. Play games within one of 12 attractive frames, 720 HD straight through the HDMI, and then everything is connected to this device using USB. You can even download your own games to it as well. As we spin it over, it also shows that it comes with 48 games already included. So there'll be some there that you recognise straight away, like Manic Miner, The Hobbit, Match Day 2, Head Over Heels, Target Renegade, which I used to love. I had that as a kid. Saboteur, Alien, I'm not too familiar with that one, and The Great Escape. As we go through them, these are all the games that you'll get with them. So you've got Alien Girl, Ant Attack, Army Moves, Off Beat Descent, Monty, Avalon, Bobby Bearing, Cosmic, Payback, Daywill 2, ZX, Exelon, Fairlight, Firelord, Football Manager 2, Freddy Hardest, The Great Escape, Head Over Heels, Highway Encounter, The Hobbit, Horace Goes Skiing, Jack the Nipper, which I used to love as well, Not in 3D, Lords of Midnight, Manic Miner the Classic, Match Day 2, Movie, Nodes of Yesod, I remember that for some reason, don't know why, Penetrator, Fantis, Game Over 2, Phoenix, Paracurse, Quasatron, Robin of the Wood. Some of these I've never heard of. You've got Saboteur, you've got Saboteur Remastered, sorry, Shovel Adventure, School Days, I used to love that, Snake Escape, Spellbound, Star Quake, Star Strike 2, El Stompo, Stonkers, which was the tank one I think, Target Renegade, like I said, love that, TCQ, Technician Ted, The Megamix, Tenebra, Trashman, where you empty people's bins, The Way of the Exploding Fist, Wheelie was my all-time favourite, and Where Time Stood Still. I spent too many hours on Wheelie, so there's some screenshots there for you to have a look at as well. So once you get this thing up and running, that is what you're going to be feasting your eyes with. So let's not wait any longer, let's get this thing opened and see how it compares as well to an old rubber keyed Spectrum. So we're not doing anything posh, just getting a little dinner knife in there to open up the seal, and then let's slide this thing out. And I've torn the box already, which is great. Let's slide it out and let's get opened up and see what's that's quite a cool little graphic. Nice little touch. And there we go. The presentation of the box is quite good. So it's behind, I think it looks like there's a little tray, a box within a box. Looks good so far, looks really good. Presentation wise, it's they've spent some time on that. Now this is the little manual. This, again, it's made to look like very similar to the original goldy orangey coloured manual that you got with the Spectrum originally back in the 80s. So just showing you how to set up the system, things like that. And as promised, there was also going to be a small version of a Crash magazine, and if you look at the front cover on that, it looks very similar, or it's got kind of hark back to the original first issue of Crash, which was the really famous ZX Spectrum magazine at the time. I used to get that every single week. I remember going down to the newsagents and getting that. And then it's got a brief outline of all the games that are pre-installed in the computer themselves. So that's a nice little touch. And then there's another little box, again, nice little graphic on the side. And then I'm guessing this will be where the cables are. So in this box you will get a HDMI cable. So it's just a HDMI cable that goes in the back of a Spectrum, and then another one straight into the TV. And then the other cable you'll get is a USB-C charging cable. Sorry, power cable, not charging cable. Now, there isn't a plug-in included in the box, which it does say on the side of the box. And Retro Games have put something out recently that says when you're going to be using this Spectrum, use it with a good quality USB charger of 2 amps and higher. I don't know what happens if you use one lower, but just use it with a decent charger. And there's like a little plastic cover for the unit, and it looks really good. I'm pleasantly surprised at how good it is quality wise. It looks very, very similar to a Sinclair ZX Spectrum. In terms of the rubber keys, I don't know what I was expecting. I was kind of expecting it not to have the same sort of feel of the rubber keys on the ZX, on the 48K Spectrum that I've got. But it does. The feel around about the same. The colour wise, it's the same colour on the keys as well. You might know if you're a bit of a Spectrum nerd that there was 2 different colours on the rubber keys. For the earlier models, there was like a grey colour, and then there was a bluey colour. And on the back of there, you've got your USBs and the HDMI. So all together, it's a really, really good looking machine. Everything there that you would expect from the Spectrum, it's even the same size. And there you can see side by side the new one on the left and the original Sinclair one on the right. Yeah, it's a bit battered, but you can see they're very, very similar. Even to the point where the background, like if you like, of the keys is just as shiny. They've done a really good job on this. They haven't just made a bit of a mishmash about it. They've spent some time on making sure that it looks as close to that other one as possible. So I just wanted to have them both side by side so you could compare. Obviously on the back they're going to have different ports. You've got your old aerial port and the sound ports, and where you used to put the Kempston interface for your joystick. And it's even got the little if you had a Spectrum back in the 80s, you'll know that they used to get really hot. So they've even got the little things that rise them up off the desk. As you can see on my old one, that's where they used to be. And then you used to be able to buy these thicker feet to help cool down the Spectrum even further, which have fallen off, and I've not replaced them. So there they are side by side, and you can see that they've done a really good job. I'm quite happy with that, and the fact that I'll be able to use it just by plugging it into a HDMI and using USB ports and things, I'm made up. So that's the brief unboxing done. Over the next few days, I'm going to be switching the unit on. I'll be trying a number of peripherals and things like that I might have lying around. I've got things like a PlayStation USB joypad, which I'll try, see what happens there. I'm going to be downloading some games. I'm going to be playing some of the games. And if you want to see more of that, then just subscribe to the channel, stick notifications on, and then you'll get a quick update, and then we can go through that together.